Hello everyone, Karen Glasser here.
And Mel Greenberg.
Welcome to Uncorked, life exposed in the most unexpected ways, where what you see is not always what you get. Uncorked is brought to you by Vitalcy, the guide to living in a stage of growth, purpose, and discovery.
And whether you're here live or on replay, please make sure to say hi in the comments and tell us where you're watching from.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, self-care. And more specifically, it's the holidays. Something's got to give. We're being pulled in every direction. But first, in that direction, everyone, cheers to...
Cheers. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking eggnog.
Yum. Yum. Well, I took the other route, of course. I'm drinking mulled cider. I happen to like that a lot.
I do that. Mulling spices, I simmer them on the stove and they just permeate through the house. It's fabulous.
I think we have a recipe for that in the kit.
We do.
We'll talk about that later on. So let's talk a little bit about self-care. When we say that, what does that mean?
You know, it means so much. And during the holidays, it takes on it balloons, I think, because whatever you practice during the year seems to go out the window. Mm-hmm. And after Thanksgiving, you hit the ground running. Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Right.
You're addressing and taking care of everyone else. So it's really important that you step back and take care of yourself, because if your cup is empty, and I believe this, you're no good to anybody.
I totally
So from that extent, this is also a time while you are out running rampant to do and be to everyone, to step back and breathe and take care of yourself. What about you?
Sometimes it's hard to find the time, though, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to say, okay, I'm going to make the time, because it is the most busiest season, as you say. Mm-hmm. And we get pulled in all different directions. Yeah. I mean, we really do. From the family to cooking to gift buying to making your donations for the year charity. Yeah. There's so many things going on. In my case, I do take time for myself, and I do it in multiple ways. Okay. I drink. Okay.
Well, okay. That goes without saying.
All right. Okay. Besides the drinking, I meditate, and I do it morning and night. I read poetry, and I read things that really touches my soul, and I listen to music a lot.
Yes.
A lot. What do you do?
Well, music is always on. Alexa and I are very close, and I have her in every room, and it is soothing, and it brings you to a space where you can kind of tune out the world. I also meditate. I love to be out in nature. I walk. I do yoga. I've actually started taking my dogs for hikes, and any chance I can to get out into nature is a way to decompress and sort of reconnect. And then when you get back into the hustle, it has a different sense to it, and you have a lighter sense of being, and it's really important.
I agree with that. I really agree with that. So, we want to create some really relaxing, surroundings for ourselves and rituals. Mm-hmm. You mentioned that you do meditation, you cook. We've been cooking since you've been here. Yeah. By the way, guys, do you like our jammies? We are very comfortable, because this is how we take care of ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not a bath taker. I know you take.
I love baths.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not. That's not my thing.
And that's a ritual.
Right.
So candles, aromatherapy oils in the bathtub, and fireplace, some wine, music. Again, anything to kind of. I like to kind of step away from the world.
I do too, but I would also say that. I have morning rituals. I'm up at a god awful hour. I'm up at 4 a.m, and the only way that works is that I have rituals that I do. Mm-hmm. I meditate, as we said. I exercise a little bit. I drink my water. I do all my little things, my little rituals. And it helps. I think it keeps us focused. One of the other things I like to do during the holiday times is go look at lights.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
I remember that from childhood. It was a big thing. You got in the car, and my family would drive around and look at the neighbors and the neighborhoods with lights, and yeah.
I think every place has the same thing. There's always somewhere in your city that the blocks,
the Griswold,
right? Griswold. That everybody on the street has decorated their houses. Where I used to live, every house was decorated. So we just had to walk right outside
Wow.
and look around and see what was out there. I really, really, really enjoy that with my cup of cocoa, right?
Yeah.
And my my marshmallows in it, and we just drive and we drink. Well, I don't drink alcohol when I'm driving, but I drink cocoa. That's a holiday thing,
absolutely.
right? That's totally. So how do you, in your relaxing do you have like a place that you go meditate?
I do. I have I have a couple places, either outside. I have a fountain and I have seating there. And I also have a table where I write, and I am an early person also. And I've actually started just recently kind of shifting my morning, getting up earlier, because I would lie in bed and, then your mind starts going, and that's never a good thing. So instead of trying to go back to sleep for an hour and then waking up more groggy, I'm like, okay, it's 4:30, I'm getting up. I go to another part of our outside, and it's east facing. So I live in the foothills in Arizona, and it's very quiet. And at that time of morning, just the only, it's the animals and the wildlife that are awake. So my dogs and I sit outside. I have my morning ritual. I drink lemon water and then celery juice. And I watch the sun come up. And then and in the silence. And that is in and of itself meditative. And I think that's important to know too, because meditation is anything really where you just kind of quiet yourself and your mind, whether it's walking and looking, or sitting and doing a guided meditation, which is equally beneficial. So that's my meditation. And then I do my morning pages.
Okay. Oh,
so, and writing, and then I get my day started, and coffee. Always coffee.
Coffee. Well, of course, coffee. I'm sure for our viewers that are watching, some of them may be saying, I don't know how to meditate. How do I do this? And we're going to be talking about this in months to come. But if you want to get started right now, there are a lot of apps out there that all you have to do is download. They're free, right?
Yeah.
And if you happen to like a guided meditation, and what that really means is somebody is leading you through the meditation, or maybe you just want to listen to really great music, or you want to listen to sound or ASMR, which is kind of, have you ever done that? That's really cool. It's like they literally record the noises that you make, maybe when you eat, when you brush your teeth. It is an actual thing. Guys, look it up. It is really weird, it's really weird. But some people like that. So we encourage you to go check out, and it'll be in the kit. You go check out Insight Timer and David Gandelman. He's amazing.
He is. There are so many, and we are going to be covering those things in the months to come. But you know what? You just made me think of someone. My mind again. Recording yourself eating? No. But something that's really, really calming to me and enjoyable to me is cooking. And it's the combination of the scents and the aromas through the house, and then feeding. I mean, I think, mothers or women in general, I think we want to take care of those around us, whether they be other family members or friends. And this time of year, cooking and your traditional meals, or the season, it's just from Halloween on. It's my favorite.
And do it with
a
friend. Cook with a friend. We're going to be cooking together on some shows in the future. Get on a Zoom, on a FaceTime, on a whatever, and decide what you're going to do together. Maybe it's the same recipe. Yeah. Maybe it's not, 2 different recipes, and do it. And that's a great way to take care of yourself. You're incorporating your friends. You're incorporating the smells, the actual act. During this whole pandemic, I was never a baker, ever.
Really?
Never. And during the pandemic, I started FaceTiming with my sister, and we started baking. So
I love that.
Like every week we baked something, from cinnamon rolls, cinnamon cake, regular bread. And then we found this amazing recipe.
The best
that I introduced to Mel yesterday. And we baked bread together. And there's something about putting your hands into the dough and mixing it. It's very sensual. It really is very sensual. Yeah. And then eating what you cooked later on. I mean, it is so amazing.
For days, eating.
For days. It's really great. I got hair sticking to my lips. There it is. That's what, I got hair. So cooking is great, and do it with a friend. Why not, right?
And traditions during the holidays, cookie exchange. We want to eat healthier, and there are so many great recipes out there for sweets. There are alternatives. What I used to do when the kids were young and in school, I would always host a cookie exchange. And the joke was kind of, the Jewish girl at school. And then my house was rife with sweets and beautifully decorated treats. And that in and of itself created a tradition. So again, like from the point of self-care, it's such a broad, overarching statement.
Right.
But every little thing you do, so I couldn't possibly. The thought of baking 100 cookies would give me anxiety. I would
It's
still
giving
be
me
still
anxiety.
trying. I know. I'm just saying it. I'm getting like, let's see. But self-care, I said, how can I do this? How can I provide this for my family? And having a party, it was so fun, and everyone sharing their recipes, and then the fruits of their labor, and carrying that on.
Oh my
self-care.
gosh.
So it can manifest itself in so many ways. And so be open to that. Think about any little way that you can kind of take care of yourself, and please share those with us, because we would love to know.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know, how do you take self-care for yourself? What do you do? What are your rituals? What are the things that you do to help, bring you to a place of calm and peace?
Well, and how do you cope now during this time? And for many of us, our houses are empty. Our children, grandchildren are coming to visit us. So if you're alone, isolated, or needing to be out with them or travel to them, how are you coping with that during these times? And how are you taking care of yourself?
I was thinking when you were talking about the cookies and doing that, I think homemade gifts are the best.
Yes.
Right? Gifts from the kitchen. And if you have a particular recipe or skill or something that you do, it may even be that you cook something and bring it to someone that really needs it. That's a wonderful way. It feels good for you, and it feels good for the person you're giving. And you were finding peace while you were doing it.
Do it. And I find such satisfaction in planning and executing and then giving. Last year for our company, I made candles, and I ordered tins, and I got the cutest little containers for the candles, did a holiday scent, and then made labels for everyone. And were they the best candles? No, I could have gone out and bought beautiful candles.
Doesn't matter.
But it was that gave such satisfaction. Right. So warmed my heart, filled me up. Self-care. It's that simple.
And that's what this is all about. So we want to share some of the items that are in our Uncork kit, because actually Mel picked them out. She's really good at this.
So this one, you're going to see.
I'm going to put this up right now.
PJ Harlow, and I'm actually wearing the Monroe gown and the bed jacket, and it's long. And I literally came across this brand while we were in Rosemary Beach over the summer, and there's a beautiful little shop there called Pish Posh, and I went back and got they ordered every color for me, because I could put a belt on this and go out.
If you felt it, trust me, if you felt it, you'd say, oh.
It's washable satin.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's reasonably priced, pajamas, short, little boxers, everything you can imagine. So nice and so comfortable.
How many of you on Facebook end up being intrigued by a product that shows up in your feed and you go and buy it, right? You go, that looks really, really, well, I did that. And that is actually what I'm wearing today. I found it on Facebook. It's a company called Skivvies. It is a brush cotton. It washes. It's so comfortable. I feel like I could wear this out too.
You could wear it out.
Totally.
We may do that.
Maybe that's what
we'll see. We're leaving tonight.
See ya. But comfort, and that's also part of self-care.
It is.
It's feeling luxurious instead of throwing on your ratty T-shirt that you sleep in, right?
Like this little schmata that you barely dig out of the lawn. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. What else do we have?
This has been happening this entire week. We've been together.
Let's talk about these.
Candles. I'm all about the aroma, and there are so many, and healthy. I would recommend soy-based.
Yes.
The wood wicks, the way they burn, and do your research. Don't just buy the candles.
The cheap candles in the discount.
Because you don't want that you don't want to be breathing that.
No, and it's almost like it is. It's aromatherapy that's coming out of a candle. If you've never tried aromatherapy, if you've never used candles to set the mood and set the whole environment, think about doing that. Right?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Calming, exhilarating, whatever you want to feel, you can get it from your candles. And whether eggnog or your coffee or whatever,
these cute
mugs, and have fun with them. I found these and I fell in love with they're happy.
And again, it's treating yourself well. Don't go get the paper cup if you don't have to. If you have a couple of really nice mugs that make you feel like, it's really nice. The actual enjoyment is not just the liquid, but the action
Yeah.
Right? Of the visual and then the drinking of it. I just absolutely love these.
Well, I'll share something with the mugs. I have my grandmother's teacups, and she collected over the years beautiful hand painted little, and you don't think of, you think of tea, you have to have tea.
Right.
I drink espresso or Americano. I have my morning tea in those cups. So not only am I enjoying the coffee, which I love so much, but I'm holding it and she's there with me. I'm remembering her, and that takes me down another memory, which warms my heart. So self-care.
Totally self-care. So we have lots of other items in the kits, but these are the ones that we kind of wanted to highlight today for the month of December. So check it out on the Uncorked kit. Just go to bit.ly/uncorked live. It's all capitalized. Go check that out. And
I have a question for you, because this month it's the holidays, and we are all celebrating so many different holidays.
Right.
And I have a variety within our family. Right. What do you celebrate? How do you celebrate?
Well, my son just got married, and she's not Jewish. I'm Jewish. We celebrate Hanukkah, and she's learning the traditions as well with my son for Hanukkah, but she's Christian. And so, they celebrate Christmas, and they do the whole thing, because you can't have too much celebration. Right? Celebration.
Totally
But we do the Hanukkah. I make latkes.
Same.
Yum, yum. Outdoors though, because the house, I have an electric fryer. I do it outdoors so that my hair does not smell like a latke for the next month. And the house doesn't either.
We'll talk
That's
about
a trick.
That's interesting. Yeah,
you make latkes?
I do in the house. So now I need to know how you do
know.
Yeah.
And we do we with the applesauce and the sour cream. But I actually do something that's really like special. I do my latkes with creme fraiche and caviar.
Okay.
What can I say?
Sour cream applesauce. That's it.
Done. We mentioned in the beginning that Vitalcy is our proud sponsor. We are thrilled that we have them on our team doing this. It is a great platform. So we want to encourage you to go ahead and follow us on social media. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. Everywhere. We're everywhere. Check us out, and check out Vitalcy too.
Oh, it's so exciting.
It's so exciting. Yeah. We want to thank you. You have a choice as to how you spend your time. You decided to spend it with Mel and I today, and we are grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
Wishing you the best this season and always, but especially during this December and all the stress, reach out. There are your friends, your family, no one's ever alone. And one thing I would love to see, if you would share your traditions with us.
Yes, we would love to see the traditions. And put them in the comments. And, we can grab these and we can actually share them on future shows. If you want, we can talk about all of this.
And recipes.
And recipes. Absolutely. Can't have too many recipes. No. So go out, give someone an awesome day. We'll see you on the next
Uncorked.
See you later.